Welcome, race fans, and welcome to United Dirt Sim Series known as UDSS, and we're streaming live here on YouTube with our counterpart, Pushing the Cushion Productions. My name is Billy Idle, and I'll be your announcer for tonight's racing action, along with Mr. Dave Ward. Dave, how you doing tonight?
Billy, I tell you what, I'm sitting here looking at the driver list already. We have some fast guys in tonight's 410 Jessup Logistics Elite class. This is going to be crazy. I say that I think every time we get into the 410 races, but it's true. How are you doing tonight, Billy?
Oh, I'm doing well. You know, we're tonight here. We're at Williams Grove. We'll talk about Williams Grove a little bit. There's about 8 minutes and 30 seconds left of practice. We'll get our national anthem and we'll get into qualifying. But tonight I think is exciting. We're on basically a half-mile clay oval, pretty much a horse track. The best thing that can ever run on this track, I think, is horses, to tell you the truth. Do you agree? Because it's so long straightaways, narrow with tight corners, Dave?
I will tell you that as a racer, an iRacer, that this is my least favorite track because of that very reason. It does feel much like horses should be running. I always look for that little fast rabbit on the inside wall. Can never find it, so I end up usually wrecking out. But tonight's going to be crazy.
Well, I'll tell you what. You know, our first night, this is our fourth race of a 10-race series for the Jessup Logistics 410 series. You know, our first race, we raced at USA International. You know, we had 40 entries. You know, that was a good showing. That wasn't too bad. You know, 40 entries is good with some talented drivers. Then we went to Knoxville. We had 60 entries. Then we went to Lanier last week. We had 60 entries. Right now, we have 55 entries here at the tight track of Williams Grove, Dave.
Yeah, it's nuts the way that this has taken off, and I'm so glad to see it. I mean, being in our first year, a new season for a brand new league, and to come out of the gate like this, we even have people like William Byron Jr., NASCAR fame, sitting in here, Nick Ottinger, Richie Preston, Dustin Griffiths. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. We have 55 entries, but by the time this race gets ready to start, there's going to be people that haven't been able to get into this race.
Yeah,
So,
but you
some
know
people aren't even going to be able to qualify at all, which is crazy to me.
Well, you know, just like you mentioned, you got some hot dogs today. You got some fast cats. You know, you don't forget. You know, you didn't even mention our own superstar. We call him Billy the Buckshot Brickley. But then you also didn't mention Tyler Schell. Tyler Schell already won 2 A main events victories here in the Jessup Logistics 410. Dave.
Yeah, you can't forget about that. I mean, he's going to bring the A game all the time, and Elbows Up this week, helping us out, bringing in some more top talent. They keep bringing more and more stars to us. Greatly. And yeah, I mean, just like you said, you know, I didn't mention Brickley. He's one of our residents that's been here from the very beginning, since the inception of this league. You can't count him out. He's going to be giving it everything he's got. Tyler Schell, another one, you know, absolute pro. You've got big names in here.
You got Billy Rowley. I mean, you got Raleigh. You got Billy. We've got so much talent. We haven't even hit the tip of the iceberg with the talents that we haven't even mentioned yet. I guarantee you, there's at least 10 guys that can actually outright win this event here tonight at Williams Grove.
I would say 10's a little low. I think there's probably actually about 15, maybe even half this field has a chance that if the cards fall in their favor, they could be sitting in the podiums tonight.
Well, you got
the track looks great, Billy.
Yeah.
Are you checking this out right now? I mean,
yeah, you know,
it's got racing high and low all over the track as they get practiced and get put down some times for us before qualifying starts.
Yeah, you got 1 and 2. 1 and 2 is a little bit wider than 3 and 4. 3 and 4 is a little tight. With the 410s on there, the track's gonna dry out. Just for the simple fact is, it's a horsepower. Just like just now, I just saw a big crash. Guy going in there deep, got loose, kind of pushed up a little bit. But you know, the track is tight in 1 and 2. A little bit more open in in 1 and 2, and then 3 and 4, it's really gonna dry out and coming off 4, because it usually dries out on top. And these guys, I think, are gonna work the bottom a little bit in 3 and 4. And again, the straightaways are narrows. One little bump, get the tail wagging a little bit. You know, you get a little bit of tail wagging, and you know what's going to happen. It's going to cause a big melee and a big crash, because everybody's full wood, strapped up tight to the ball sack, and no looking back. And one little mistake is going to cause a big crash, and it's going to cause someone to not make the feature main event tonight. I can guarantee that.
Well, yeah, and the other thing is with the length of the straightaways here. I mean, these guys are pushing, 130 miles an hour as they get ready to turn into the corners. So you've got super high speeds. Everybody's got the horsepower to match. I think it's going to come down to gearing. I know that sounds a little crazy, but gearing is definitely an important part of your setup here tonight. I think you can either gear it for the tacky to start the night with and try and throw down that great qualifying run. But I think you're going to see the gearing change a little bit to run a little bit more of a slick line, a higher side. So
Yeah,
it's definitely going to be interesting to see where these guys choose to run, because if they all run the high line, there's no way that there's going to be any passing. So the guys that can figure out how to work that bottom, I think, it's going to be a toss up. You're going to see guys running low, you're going to see guys running high, and you can't pass somebody if you're following them. So that's going to be the trick here tonight.
well, you got right now. I got the cameras up on William Byron Jr. right now. I've got him. I've had him on for about the last 5 laps, and the track is definitely drying out. It's slickening up. He's already working the high side. He comes off turn 4, and you can see that car wiggle a little bit because of the dry stuff. So I think again you're gonna have to go to the high side. I still think 1 and 2 you can still stay on the bottom. I think that's where the most pass is gonna happen. You're gonna have to do a slide job in 3 and 4. But again, if you get too high and come out of 4, you better be half throttle, because this dog's gonna this tail's going to wag, and you can see it right now. It's wagging already out of 4 because it's starting to slicken up. But we got a points lead for our third race. This is our fourth race. You got a great race right now. You got Billy Brickley, he's got 222 points. You got Shea Paulo in second with 198. Tyler Shell, it's missed a race. He's already got 158 in the third spot. Mark Jessup in the fourth spot. Michael Sheraton in the fifth spot. Then you got Detweiler, Sarah Sarfos, seventh. Stewart, 8th. Pepiot, ninth. And Billy Rolly on the 10th spot. So, we got a battle here. A lot of guys haven't came until probably, the second race in, because they heard how exciting this series is. And Jessup Logistics is a sponsor. But the racing has been terrific, Dave. Don't you agree?
Oh, you really can't ask for anything more. I mean, we're broadcasting this, and as a broadcast company, we want something exciting. We want to see, the top talent battling it out for every lap on the track, and that's what we're getting here with the Jessup Logistics 410s.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting with the talent we have, the heat races. We can go over the format here shortly. The main events are 40 laps long, I believe. Is it 40 laps or 30 laps, Dave?
It'll be 40 laps.
Okay, 40 laps. So we got about a minute and 15 before they start qualifying. I think let's get into the national anthem and give us time to talk about some more, and then we can get up on the qualifying board and see who's up on top. So let's get into the national anthem. Again, first of all, this is Billy Idle and Dave Ward, your announcers for tonight's action with United Dirt Sim Series, Jessup Logistics 410. We're going to be here all night. We're going to try to make it exciting for all you viewers out to really enjoy this. We're going to keep our cameras on the leaders. We're going to keep our cameras in the back. We'll do whatever we can to keep you sitting in your chair. So we're going to sing the national anthem. Put your popcorn in. Get your cold beverage. Sit back. Kick back. Let's do the national anthem, and we're going to get right into qualifying. You agree, Dave?
I'm excited. Let's do it, Billy. I am super excited, super stoked to see what this tonight brings us. So let's do it.
All right, everybody, stand if you like. Take off your hat if you like. National anthem.
Two-time Grammy and three-time Academy of Country Music Award winner Leanne Rimes in the performance of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, who brought stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so
you fastest lap for?
Gray, 16.6. The leader has just done a 16.4.
O'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Welcome back, race fans. My name's Billy Idle, and I'm here with Dave Ward here at Williams Grove Speedway with United Dirt Sim Series, Jessup Logistics 410. Dave, qualifying started. They got like 3 minutes left on qualifying, and let's see who's on the board. Well, Dave, do you have the qualifying order on your hands, on your side?
I do. It looks like Nick Odinger in the 05 car threw down a 16.389. He's sitting on the board right now. Richie Preston sitting in that second position, 16.417. So less than a tenth of a second separate first and second. William Byron Jr. right there as well, 16.437, 16.483 for Tyler Schell. Randy Shreves.
That's a good
He's
one.
one of our residents. He's one of our residents sitting towards the top there, also with a 6.523. So these guys are bringing it. Billy Brickley, slightly off the pace with a 16.536. He ran the identical lap as he did in practice for qualifying. Now, I did watch him race, and he was actually hitting speeds almost of 140 miles an hour going down the straightaway. So it looks like he's still searching a little bit for a little bit more grip in the corners. But I think you and I both know that he's going to work on that rocket ship until he gets it up towards the front.
Hey, Dave, check it out, though. Check this out. Look at the qualifying from Randy Shreves, 16.523. Look at all the way down to 19th spot. That's less than a tenth of a second separating basically 14 guys. That's how close this racing is.
Insane.
Yes.
This is going to be an insane race. And even then, I mean, even if you look at the top time down to the very last time on the board there, I mean, you're only talking about a second, so a little bit over that. But I mean, that's all of the drivers. I mean, there's going to be, that's what I'm saying. The person that can figure out how to put their car where the others aren't, that's going to be the key to success tonight, I think, here, because everybody's going to have that preferred line, but it's the person that can take that alternate line, whether it's high or low or in the middle, wherever it is, preferably on this side of the wall, though, I hope, Billy. You can never guarantee it with me, or sometimes with you. You're getting much better than me, but I mean, how the key is to keep all four tires on the ground and within the fence. So.
Yeah, we got 30 seconds before the heat starts. We'll get into the grid here shortly. These guys, keep your eyes going into the turn one, guys, because there's some guardrails in three, going into three, going one. You cut it too short because a lot of these drivers want to get in nice and tight where the moisture's at, because the bottom sometimes is the fastest way around where the moisture's there. So remember, we got to keep our eye on those guys, because when you're going 2-3 wide, you always want to pinch down from not sliding up into the other competitor. And what can happen is they're going to catch the guardrail or they're going to slide up. So there's going to be some racing action here tonight. We're going to start getting in our heat race number one. It's going to be 8 laps. Top 4 transfer to the A main final, and the rest will go to the B. The cautions are off unless it's an emergency situation, and United Dirt Sim Series will throw the yellow. But let's get into our starting lineup for tonight. Starting grid number 1. Daniel Seegers, number 8, in the first row inside. Randy Hannigan on the second spot outside of row number 1, driving 1.
Row number 2 is going to be Glenn Hart in the number 19 on the inside. Nick Odinger in the number 5 on the outside, row number 2.
Starting grid, row number 3, in the 5th spot, Ryland Gray, number 06, and in the 6th spot, in the 4, Tyler Street.
Row number 4 is going to be the number 77 of Dustin Sargent on the inside, the number 3D of Darren Detweiler on the outside.
Row number 5 in number 9 spot, car number 45, Mason Mier. In the 10 spot, number 29, Anthony Goyette.
Row number 6 going to be AJ Hobson in the number 33 and Austin Stern in the 000.
We're going to have
That's
some
going to do it. They are getting lined up right now.
going to be some exciting action tonight. We're going to go real quick and we're going to hit our sponsors for tonight. And let's go here, number 8. Let's get our camera all set up on the leader, so in case we're short, we've got our cameras on them. We're going to start with our Jessup Logistics 410 Elite Series. Thank our Jessup Logistics for a sponsor. Design Metal Art. Again, Jessup Logistics. Sofa King Fast Sim Sports. Pushing the Cushion Productions. Speed World Hobbies. And Work Graphics. And again, Goyette Trucking. We're going to be coming down to the green flag. The pace truck will go off the track. The leader cannot fire until the pace truck is off the track and the green flag comes out on initial starts. All other starts after initial starts, it will be on the inside pole sitter after the truck leaves the track surface, all 4 wheels, or there will be a penalty.
Correct. And the other thing is we have it set up, one of the main rules is you can't pass before the start-finish line, which is weird here because the start-finish line is halfway down the straightaway. It's going to make it for some interesting racing tonight. And these guys, it might be a little bit of something for them to get a little bit used to as we work through these first few heat races. 4 are going to transfer, 4 are going to be inverted into the mains. So that's going to be interesting.
Oh,
here we go, green flag racing.
You already had a car in the 5th row try to jump the inside. Tried to already pass a few cars, but it's Zegers and Hannigan on the front row going into turn 3, coming out of 3 into 4. You got Reinhardt and Ottinger in the 3rd and the 4th spot, followed by Ryland Gray. Oh, and a car hits the wall. Going to cause a little bit of melee. Could cause a yellow. I don't think so if he just gets it and keeps rolling.
That was actually one of your top spots there. It looked like it might have been Reinhardt, and he might have snagged. I'm not sure who the other car involved was, but yeah, Ziegler's still out front in that number 8. Hannigan in 2nd. Ryland Gray in 3rd in the 06. Tyler Street sitting in the last transfer position in that number 4 car. So your leader's out working it right now. 1 and 2. There's about 3 car lengths as they go down the straightaway. And trying to close the gap. Not going to get it done. But as you can already see, your leader is running a little bit higher line. And Hannigan is trying to work that low line a little bit more. So this will be interesting to see as it works through a little bit. All these drivers are sitting on the edge of their seats themselves, watching these guys in this first heat to see what lines they're running and what's working and what isn't, huh, Billy?
Yeah, well, Hannigan was working coming out of 4. He was working in middle and up high. He usually kind of working up high on 1, coming out on 2, kind of work the bottom. This time he stays up high on Zegers. Zegers now is Ryland Gray in that 3rd spot. Nothing for a gamble for that 3rd or 4th spot, being any pressure on trying to make that transfer. It's all up to them if they make a mistake, and then they probably won't make it. But right now we have a good battle between Zegers and Hannigan. Hannigan's on his tail right now. He's been on his tail the whole way. Let's see if he does a slide job going into 3. Nope, he's going to stay high. He's going to probably drop it down low. Here he comes low now, coming down out of 4. You got about 2 laps to go.
Laps are winding down in this one as your leader's still working. Something happened there. Let's see. Wait a minute. We've got
Hannigan working the bottom.
4.
Yep.
Yeah, go ahead, Billy.
Hannigan was working the bottom. He had a good run on it, but he lost a little bit of grip. He fell back a little bit of ways now, and that's checkered flag. And your running order is going to be Zegers, Hannigan, Gray, and Street. Transferred to the A main final. Mier, Ottinger, Hobson is all going to go to the B, and the rest of the field will end up probably going to the C from 8th on back.
You have Reinhardt that has to go to the back. You've got Detweiler. You've got a bunch of guys that normally would be towards the front of the pack, all having to go through the alphabet soup tonight. Let's see how they get, how they finish up. It should be interesting.
Well, we're going to go into heat race number 2. They're starting to grid up. The push trucks are pushing the cars out on the track right now. It's going to be 8 laps, top 4 transfer. We always like to keep you streaming fans and race fans up to date on that. I know it sounds like a broken record, but we do get a lot of new streamers in constantly, and we want to keep them up to date on our racing program. So we're going to go into heat number 2, 8 laps, grid number 1. You're going to have Bryce Lucius in the first spot inside, number 32 outside of the front row. In the second spot, 101, Ryan Stanfield.
Row number 2 is going to be the number 46 of Justin Stoles on the inside. As you can see, they're doing some wheelie contests down the front stretch there. Richie Preston outside on row number 2 in the number 24.
In starting row number 3, Jeffrey Stewart, number 72 in the 5th spot. In the 6th spot, number 57, Anthony Lopresto.
Row number 4 is going to be the number 11 of Caleb Harmon on the inside and Austin Irvin in the number 51 on the outside.
In the 5th row, on the 9th spot, number 22, Dave J. Byro. And in 10th spot, number 44, Tyler Klaus.
Row number 6 going to be the number 20 of Tony Bachhoven from the world-famous Knoxville Raceway, the announcer there, coming out tonight, so that's interesting. And Tyler Matheny, the number 58. These guys are going to be coming from the back of the field. I know Tony is just starting his new iRacing career, so we're definitely glad to have him join us tonight. And let's see, he said he was done letting all these other drivers take all the fun. He wanted some as well.
Well, let's see if he can yell loud through his helmet, because he's one of the best announcers out there in sprint car racing, and you know he gets excited like I do. So let's see if he gets in a little bit of traffic and see if we can hear him screaming through his helmet.
I think we all get inspired by Tony Bachhoven and getting a little loud and rowdy as we get rocking and rolling here. He's going to be coming from deep in the field, and I bet he's the only driver on the track that will be announcing as he's racing. As he goes down around the track, I know he's going to be like, Bachhoven going into turn 1. I can totally see it in my head. But as we go right now, green flag, woo, we got some movers and some shakers. Justin Stoles trying to work down on that inside line and trying to go from like 4th to 1st. So let's see how that works out.
Yeah, it looks like he did a good move
out front right now. Now here we go. Ryan Stanfield in the 101 up front. That's a good looking car. In the 2nd position, Justin Stoles. Richie Preston in 3rd. Preston in the blue and white elbows up paint scheme there. 32 of Bryce Lucius is going to round out the transfers as it stands right now.
Well, we got pretty much single file right now, Dave. You got 5th, 6th, and 7th all together right now. So, you know, you got a good little battle going on. We did.
Now, there was a good battle going on. It looks like they cleaned themselves out there, unfortunately. So tough break for Jeffrey Stewart. That might have been Bachhoven involved in that as well. I'm not sure who else. So Bryce Lucius is glad to see that coming. All he's got to do is hold on to that thing and hope that he can put it around the track and keep it on all 4 wheels to take that 4th spot home. I don't think that the 5th place of Dave J. Bureau, I don't think he's going to have enough just to catch up just from the car lengths that I see on the track. But Stanfield out front, getting some practice right now. Stoles in that 2nd position, Preston in 3rd. You're going to see that heating up right now as they're going into 3 and 4.
Oh, and Stanfield hits the wall hard with a slide job on Stoles, and that's going to hurt him. That's going to put him all the way back to the 4th spot, so hopefully that he didn't fall too back, because here comes Byro, Dave, number 22. He's sitting a little bit farther back. Nothing for him to worry about. Get his car back under control, but you got Justin Stoles on the lead with Preston in 2nd. There it is, Stoles and Preston. Preston with an inside dive, tries to slide on the bottom, tries to move up, gets a run on him down the straightaway, doesn't get it through. Stoles stays the lead, Preston 2nd, Lucius 3rd, Stanfield in the 4th spot.
I think Preston's actually trying to set him up for a last lap pass. We'll see. He's falling back on that line. Now he goes to the outside. Stoles has to get out of the gas. Preston gets it. That's going to be the checker flag right there. So Justin Stoles out front in the 46. Preston in 2nd in the 24. Bryce Lucius in third in the 32, and Ryan Stanfield in the 101 going to be that last car to make the transfer position.
Well, I'll tell you what,
This
if
is
it would have
going
gone
to
one
be crazy.
if it would have gone one more lap, it wouldn't have been pretty because Stoles, like we had talked about earlier, in before the race even started, he clipped the inside guardrail before the tires. There's a little guardrail, probably about 30 feet of guardrail. Then there's some tires, and he got in. He got in deep. He tried to keep it on the bottom, and he clipped a left front wheel on the guardrail, and that pushed him up. But lucky it was a checkered flag for him.
Holy cow, Billy. Look at the talent that we have coming up here in Heat 3.
Yeah, heat number 3, starting grid row number 1, number 79, Billy Rowley. In the second spot, number 41, Logan Rumsey.
Row number 2 is going to be the number 90 of Trevor Royer and the number 25 of William Byron Jr.
In the third row, inside, number 97, Alex Hanna. In the sixth spot, number 43, Jake Greenwood. In row number 4, number 115, Eric Tupper. In the eighth spot, Thomas Kennedy, number 23.
Row number 5 is going to be the number 27 of Brad Lamberson and the number 777 of Jonte Goss.
In the sixth spot, number 60 on the inside, Matthew Johnson. And row number 6 on the outside, number 69. In the 12th spot, Raymond Kimmel.
This is going to be a great one. We are getting ready to shape them up here. They are getting ready to spin the tires and light the fires, and we are going to see a great race here, I have a feeling.
Well, you got
Some
four top
names
dogs,
there.
yeah.
Yeah, you've got William Byron Jr. in this one. You've got Billy Rowley. You have Jake Greenwood, Alex Hanna. I mean, there's a lot of great guys. Sleeper down here starting in the back, Matthew Johnson, another driver from the Knoxville Raceway. So he's going to bring some of that real-life experience to the track as well here in iRacing. And this is going to be a barn burner here. This is going to be the heat that everybody is glad they are not in.
Well, the pace truck's coming off. The pace truck's coming off. Rowley's gonna lead him off. He jakes a jump. He gets the thing. Rumsey on the outside. Rowley on the inside. Rowley stays the bottom. He's gonna slide it up. There he does. Right in front of Rumsey. Gets in some of the moisture. Takes the front. But here comes Rumsey now. Royer and Byron Jr. in the third spot. Fourth spot. Rumsey with the slider on Rowley. Gets it high. Gets near the wall. Gets away with it. Rumsey now still in the lead right now. Rowley on the inside in the second spot. Now he's gonna slide back to Rumsey.
Look at Jake Greenwood trying to make a move on the inside. He caught one of the tractor tires, kept it on the track though. He was going for that fourth position. Let's see if he can get it back. Right now it is Rumsey and Rowley battling side by side, lap after lap. They are side by side. Trevor Royer in that third position. William Byron Jr. in fourth. Looks like we had a car on the inside. Not sure who that was. I didn't catch it, but at least it wasn't one of the leaders. Jake Greenwood sitting in fifth position, trying to battle in. Woo! Did you see the slider that was just thrown there? Holy cow. William Byron Jr. Was just trying to hold on to that one and hope he didn't get collected. This is a crazy one. I knew it was going to be like this too.
Well, you got Byron Jr. Now you got Byron Jr. and Jake Greenwood. Greenwood on the outside. Byron right behind him. Greenwood slides up, gets in front of him for that fourth spot. Byron's trying to work him. He lost a little bit of ground. Greenwood on the bottom. Byron on the bottom. Byron slides up a little bit. Greenwood stays in the middle, comes up. Byron on the outside. Lost about 3 car lengths now, but Billy Rowley now out in the lead. Rumsey in second, followed by Royer and Greenwood in the transfer spot. Byron sitting out of transfer right now. He's got to work it hard. He's got 3 laps. He's up on the high side. Greenwood staying on the bottom.
Jake Greenwood, one of the resident UDSS guys, been here since the very beginning. Now he is actually looking for the third position. He is racing right now with Trevor Royer.
And here comes Byron on the inside. Yep, Byron on the inside, cuts in front of Greenwood, does a slider on him, gets away with, stays in the middle, tail a little waggle. That caused Greenwood to slow down a little bit, and that's a checkered flag.
That is a race right there, boys. Holy cow, we are coming down to the checkers. Rowley gonna take home the win. Rumsey in second. Royer third.
Greenwood with the 4th spot. Byron out of the main final right now in the 5th spot.
Oh,
Woo!
man. I can tell you right now, I know Jake Greenwood, and I think he might have been peeing his pants just a little bit,
Yeah,
knowing that he was running with that top talent like that. He is super talented, but he this is a special treat for him to mix it up with those guys
Yeah,
for sure.
he dribbled a little bit. He was he was running with Byron and Greenwood. They raced really clean. They were sliding back and forth. It was an exciting race. It was a good fourth and fifth place position. It's just too bad that Byron is in the B main, but I'll tell you what, it's going to be a tough C main and it's going to be a tough B main. So now we're going to heat race number 4, 8 laps, top 4 transfer to the
5.
Sorry.
Nope, you're right. 4.
Dave? Are you questioning? Are you questioning me, Dave?
No, I think something's going on with my iRacing, so I might have to be down for a minute.
That won't be the first time you'll be down. All right, starting in grid row number 1. In the number 1 spot, number 15, Michael Sheridan. In the second spot, number 38, Travis Oldfield. In the second row, number 3, number 82, Dustin Griffiths. In the fourth spot, number 85, your two-time winner here in the 410 Jessup Logistics, Tyler Schell.
Row number 3 is going to be the number 10 of Skylar Brown and the number 14 of Alex Rupert. Row number 4 is going to be the number 91 of AJ Job and the number 37 of Jimmy Barr.
In the fifth row, you can't take two. You can't take
Hey,
2
I
rows
wanted
when you
to,
missed.
dang
No,
it.
I know you did, but you can't just miss a heat race or a
Trace
road.
Olsen
Let me
in
do
number
it.
76 is row number 5 and the number 81 outside Derek Self.
In the sixth row, inside in 11th spot, Shea Paulo, number
Shea
21.
Paulo in the number 21.
In
I'm
number
just kidding.
12 spot, Brandon Bratney in number 55. Quit cheating on me, man. We're partners. We're brothers. We're not supposed to cheat on each other.
The Jack Daniels kicked in. Sorry, bud.
Yeah,
Got a little octane boost there.
Well, I just popped up on Captain Morgan right now, so I haven't had a sip, but I will before the main events. Trust
We
me.
need to get sponsors for this broadcast. That would be great, wouldn't it?
Well, especially as much as I talk about Captain Morgan, man. I talk about it every race. I think they should sponsor us with a case.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. This is going to be a great race, too, though. You have Michael Sheridan out there, Travis Oldfield, Dustin Griffiths. Can't count out Tyler Schell. I mean, he is a beast when it comes to the A mains here in these 410s.
Oh, these cars are all out of line. Look at this, man. You talk about a crummy lineup. Woo! We'll stand by the 38 Oldfield.
That stretch. That is awesome. Here we go, letting him shake out just a little bit. Looks like the number 38, Travis Oldfield, but here comes Griffiths working on the inside. They were almost 4 wide there, which is tough at the Grove here. These guys are going to be battling. They understand how important it is to get those top 4 transfer positions into the A main so they don't have to get caught up in one of those lower mains in the vegetable soup. So, or the alphabet soup, vegetable. I hate vegetable soup.
Well, you got number 38, Travis Oldfield, out in the lead. Right now, Oldfield, Sheraton, they're switching back and forth, so it's really nobody's in the lead. Griffiths, Tyler Schell working the high side, waiting for them to thin out right now. So you got 4th and 5th. You got battling for position in the 4th spot is Brown and Schell. Schell is in that green car, the black. I believe he's up in this lead now. I think he probably could take it over if you ask. Yep, Tyler Schell's taking over the lead. So we're going to put our camera. Oh, we had a spin. We had a crash. I think it was Tyler Schell.
Griffiths now taking over the lead position. 15 of Michael Sheridan working right with him on the low side.
Well, you got Tyler Schell in that 4th spot. I don't know what happened if a slide job went wrong from somebody, because I know Tyler Schell was working the high side, so they had to come up. But let's get our camera on Tyler Schell in that 4th spot. Right now he's working on the bottom. He's comfortable. You got 5th and 6th, Rupert and Joby right there, 5th, 6th, and 7th with Oldfield. So right now you still got that 4th spot with Tyler Schell. Tyler Schell's right now trying to work into the 3rd spot. He gave a little bump and run to the Michael Sheraton, so maybe that's who maybe collected with him. Schell's on the inside trying to work the bottom, gets underneath Sheraton.
Wow.
Here, Sheraton was 3 abreast coming out. 4 abreast is always better.
These guys are putting a clinic on right now, and 4 breasts are always better.
Two
for
laps to
sure,
go.
But
2 laps to go. Top 4 right there. Nobody's. Ooh, look at that. Number 15 hit the guardrail. Sheraton hit the guardrail going into number 2, into 1. That's a dangerous. Those guardrails are dangerous. And Shell now's back in the lead again.
I swear those guardrails are always moving on me whenever I'm on the track, so it's good to see that other people struggle with them as well. They're just really weird set up here at the
Oh, Tyler Shell spins out. Coming out of 4.
Checkered flag's
Was
out.
it the checkered flag already?
Yes.
Oh, we must.
Checkered flag.
Woo.
Yeah, this race flew. I'm telling you, we've got our hands full with the talent tonight. It's gonna be Shell, Griffiths, Brown, and Sheridan making the cut for the A main. The other guys will have to go down to the alphabet soup, and it's gonna be intense down there. We don't take very many from the C main into the B main, so it's there's only going to be like 4 that transfer. I think we have to wait and see iRacing will do its magic, but it's going to be a crazy one.
Well, you know, it's Williams Grove. This is getting tight right now. This track is starting to dry out a little bit just because of 410s. You have like 56 entries or something like that right now. I haven't really checked, but I know there's 55, and there probably 1 or 2 people came in. So the track is starting to slick up a little bit. You know, these over horsepower 1,400 pound, 800 horsepower cars are starting to dry the turn 2 and 4 out coming off the corner. Inside's holding up moisture pretty good. Let's go to race number 5, heat 5. Let's start with starting grid. Row number 1, number 122, Daniel Go. And in the Gal. In the second spot, number 2, Jeremy Sarfos. In the second row, go ahead.
Number 2 is going to be the 00 of Billy, the Buckshot Brickley, and the number 56 of Randy Chavez.
And in the 3 spot, Aiden Beerline. In number 13, and the 6 spot, number 31, Mark Jessup.
Row number 4 is going to be the number 59 of Blaine Brink and the number 420 of Nathan Krapasutsky.
In the 5th row, number 52, starting in the 9th spot, Kyle Sargent. And in the 10th spot, number 54, Benjamin Newman.
Row number 6 going to be the number 73 of Brandon Surratt and the 000 of Austin Stern. Oh, nope, Austin's... Brandon Surratt's all alone on the back row. My apologies. I had some race chatter coming over and couldn't see my...
It's okay. I forget. I'm speechless.
Like, wait a minute, I called him out already. He's running double duty. So.
I'm speechless. I looked at my bottle and I said, hey, man, did I drink a little bit too much in the last 5 minutes?
Well, you never know. You never know. This is going to be a barn burner as well. These guys, man, I tell you what, I'm kind of glad I'm not out there because these guys have their work cut out for them just to make the big show. And we've got some fast guys on the track right now. Number 2, Jeremy Zarfos is going to take the lead so far. Billy Brickley trying to get it from him, working on that inside line. Here they go. Top 4 are going to advance. Aiden Beerline also running in the top 3 right now. And Randy Shreves in the 56 car going to round out the field for the top 4 so far as it stands.
Well, you got the Buckshot working the bottom, trying to drift up, did a slider, didn't have the momentum. Zarfos had a little bit more forward bite than he did. He got back around him for the lead. You have Beerline in the 3rd spot, Shreves in the 4th, battling it out 4th, 3rd, 4th, and 5th right now. Let's put our camera right now on Beerline, Jessup, and Shreves.
Beerline getting a little, like you said, wagging that tail going down the straightaway, almost collected Mark Jessup in the 14J. Mark Jessup looking down low on the inside, trying to break into that top 4. Sitting just outside right now, wants to make a big show. Gets into Shreves a little bit. Can Randy hold on to it? Yes, he does. He's going to cut down below Brink. So they get together just a little bit. Now Jessup locking in to that top 4.
And you got
still Zarfos, Brickley, Beerline, and Jessup.
Well, you got Jessup. A lot of you race fans out there, streamers, that's a red and white car, number 14. It shows a different number on the screen, but that's Mark Jessup in the 14th. So there is a little bit of number change. It says 31 on the screen. He's in the 3rd spot, followed by right now Beerline in that 4th. Let's put our cameras on now. Mark Jessup right there working the bottom. Burline working the top. Burline comes off about a car length more. Jessup on the bottom. He's going to slide down low. He's going to probably drift it up just a little bit. Maybe not. Going to stay where the moisture's at. Get some forward bite on Burline. They're coming out even Stevens down the back straightaway.
They are wrecking behind him. I think that was Randy Shreves and Blaine Brink might have gotten into each other back there right behind him. So those guys are going to be out of contention. These top 4 drivers, as we see it right now, Brickley still working on Zarfos, trying to take over that lead position.
It just doesn't look like he has enough time to do it. Checkered flag came out. He was sitting back about 4 car lengths.
Yeah, there it is right there. Zarfos with the win. Brickley second. Jessup third. And Beerline taking that last transfer position. These are crazy. These are crazy events. I'm telling you right now. This is the talent pool tonight. There's going to be a lot of sad guys that are going home.
Well, here we go now, Dave. It's a C main event. 21 cars.
21 cars.
I don't know.
Yeah. 4.
Is it transfer
from the
4?
C main to the
Woo.
B main.
Man, and that's
Get
not a
the
lot of
names.
time.
Really. Oh, and now you've got these guys that are just going to have to battle in that had a tough night in their heat race, and it's crazy. We better get rocking and rolling here as they're lining up.
Starting grid row number 1, number 21, Shea Paulo. Blaine Brink in the second spot on the outside, number 59. Second row.
Row number 2's going to be the number 29 of Anthony Goyette and the number 51 of Austin Irvin outside of him.
In row number 3, Thomas Kennedy, number 23 in the 5th spot. In the 6th spot, outside of row number 3, number 37, Jimmy Barr.
Row number 4 is going to be the number 52 of Kyle Sargent and the number 77 of Dustin Sargent.
In the 5th row, inside in the 9th spot, Caleb Harmon, number 11. And the 10th spot, outside of row number 5, number 60, Matthew Johnson.
Row number on the inside is going to be the number 81 of Derek Self and the number 122 Daniel Gow outside of him.
In the 7th row, Glenn Reinhardt, number 19 in the 13th spot in row number 7. Outside number 44, Tyler Clowes in the 14th spot.
Row number 8 is going to be the 777 of Jonte Goss on the inside and Trace Olson in the number 76 outside row number 8.
In row number 9, Brandon Surratt, number 73 in the 17th spot. Outside row number 9 and the 18 of the triple lot, Austin Stern. In the 19th spot, number 58, Tyler Matheny. In the 20th spot, Raymond Kimmel, number 69.
Brandon Bradney in the number 55, going to start on the back row all by himself. He's got a lot of work ahead of him. We are transferring 4 into the B main. They are 1 to green, getting ready to go, coming out of turn 4. Who's your pick on this one?
Oh, man, I'm not even going to pick. I just like to announce. But we're going in the cockpit right now with Austin Irvine. So we're going to be in the cockpit for about a lap or 2. Second row back. We could go with Jimmy Barr 3 rows back. Let's see what you race fans see, what these drivers see.
Shea Paolo going to take over that top spot currently. Oh, man, these guys are going to be battling and battling. Anthony Goyette up there in the mix right now. Oh, he loses it. Coming down onto the front straightaway, unfortunately, so that's going to shuffle him back. He's going to have to work his butt off to get back up into the top 4.
Yeah, he's back. Oh, and he just gave a right wheel. I don't know what happened there. I think Anthony was up near the top already, and maybe a car tried to drive underneath him or stay on top. But Anthony's going to go in pits under a tow. That's going to put him out of the event. Oh, that's not good.
Tough night for Anthony Goyette.
But look at Shea
He's
Paulo.
one of our series sponsors as well. That's a tough break for him.
Yeah, Shea Paulo's checking out. It looked like Anthony was already against the wall. Someone might have got underneath him, but now we got Blaine Brink in the second. Shea Paulo is just walking right now. He's very comfortable. He's going to run the high side for a while. He's going to try to stay smooth, stay consistent, not do anything drastic. He wants to make the show, so he's going to stay off the wall, maybe not too high, stay on the bottom, come out clean with 7 laps to go. It's Blaine Brink in second. Let's see if we can get our 3rd and 4th place car.
This. Oh, boy. Right there, the number 91 getting into the wall. That was Kyle Sargent.
There's Austin
They are
Irvine.
mixing it up right now.
Yeah, Austin Irvine, Blaine Brink, Kyle Sargent right there. There's your top three, third, fourth, and fifth.
Yeah, it was Dustin Sargent and Kyle Sargent were moving their way up through the field, almost in tandem. Dustin sitting in that second position, Kyle Sargent dropping back into fifth, so he needs to get past Brink to make the big show. They're working on it right now. Brink working down low, Kyle Sargent working the higher side. Now they both go to the high side. Let's see.
You got Austin Irvine,
Brink's
number
got
51.
it.
Yep.
Sargent wants it.
Yeah, but you got that's for fourth and fifth right there. Fourth is Sargent, and that's 4 laps to go. Here they come off of turn 4. Blaine Brink in that 4 spot right there, that green and black car, if I'm not mistaken. Sargent in the 5th spot. He's got to make up some room. He's gonna have to make up 4 or 5 car lengths right now, and he's only got 3 laps to do it. That is the 5th spot, car number 91, that turquoise with the black top wing. Brink on the bottom with the UDSS symbol. Austin Irvine in the front with the white car with the kind of the orange, number 51. That is 3rd and 4th right there that we got the cameras on, 5th behind, and that would be Kyle Sargent, which is still, I don't know, he better hurry up because he's only got 1.5 laps.
Yeah, I mean, all he's kind of hoping for right now, I think, is for Brink to start racing with Irvine for that 3rd position. It's going to slow both of them down slightly so that he can try and get a good run as we're getting ready to come down to the checkers on the next lap. We are last lap. Let's see if he can do it. Sargent is trying everything he's got here. Not going to do it. So the top 4 is going to be Shea Paulo, Dustin Sargent in 2nd, Austin Irvine in 3rd, and Blaine Brink making the B main. So those drivers will transfer into the B. All of the other drivers, unfortunately, have to put it on the trailer and call it an early night, Billy.
Yeah, that's not good. I mean, nobody ever wants to put their car in a trailer early, but that's part of racing. It's part of the talent. That's part of shows that United Dirt Sim Series, how many cars that they have come to a show and run. They only take so many cars in the A main, so someone's going to have to load it up and not be real happy, or hopefully that we all learn by something and make our car better the next time we come out.
Absolutely. This B main is going to be interesting as well, as there's still going to be 22 drivers in it, and we're only taking 4 into the big show. So, I mean, there's names in here that I definitely wasn't expecting, like William Byron Jr.'s down here in the B main.
Well, let's get on with our starting lineup. I hate to rude you because there are going to be a lot of cars. Row number 1, number 45, Mason Mier in the 2nd spot. Dave Byro, number 22.
Row number 2 is going to be the number 25 of William Byron Jr. and the number 14 of Alex Rupert.
3rd row inside, Nathan Kropaziski, number 420, and in the 6th spot, A.J. Hobson, number 33.
Row number 4 is going to be the number 72 of Jeffrey Stewart on the inside and the number 115 of Eric Tupper.
Row number 5, Anthony Joby, number 91 in the 9th spot. Outside of row 5 in the 10th spot, number 54, Benjamin Newman.
Row number 6 is going to be the number 5 of Nick Odinger and the number 57 of Anthony Lepresto on the outside.
In the 7th row inside, number 27 and 13th spot, Brad Lamberson. And in the 14th spot, number 38, Travis Oldfield.
Row number 8 going to be the number 56 of Randy Shreves and the number 3D of Darren Detweiler.
In number 9th row inside, our famous World Knoxville Nationals announcer, number 20, Tony Bachhoven. And a number 18 spot outside of row number 9, number 97, Alex Hanna.
Row number 10 is going to be the number 21 of Shea Paulo and the number 77 of Dustin Sargent.
In number 51 in the 11th row inside in the 21st position, Austin Irvine. And the 22nd, number 59, Blaine Brink.
Okay, so here we go, Billy. This is going to be all of the fast guys that unfortunately didn't have a good heat race. This is going to be an insane race, and they have to be in a hurry because it's only 10 laps, and we're only taking the top 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4.
Well, here it is. A good start. Me, Aaron, Byro. Byron in the third spot. Rupert in the fourth. Kropanowski in the fifth. And we got a tar spinning in turn number
Holy
two. And it's
cow.
going to cause a four-car melee. Will they throw the yellow? They do. Yo, and got cars on the back straightaway crashing. There's about 6 or 7 cars crash. But it looks like Mir and Byro and Byron and Rupert are okay. The top 4, they're taking 8. Let's going to see how this is going to pan out. It's going to cause a couple yellows. It's going to cause a yellow. Going to cause a couple laps. So they're probably only going to go green on lap number 7. Not a lot of laps to bring up 8 spots for 21 cars. Do you agree, Dave, or 22?
Oh man, I'm telling you right now, this is this might be a long one to get through actually, because everybody's battling so hard for those top 4 spots, Billy.
Well, you got some really top dogs here. You got Shea Paulo. I mean, come on. This guy's a winner and won some main events. He started 22nd, I think. Mason Mier, the young 12-year-old kid, up in the lead. You got Byro in the 22 in the second. Byron still in that third spot in the 25, the blue, red, and white one. 22 is Byro, the all-white with the blue tail. The 420 is Nathan. He's got the red. I'm sorry, the orange and white car right there. So we always like to tell colors because it's hard to get numbers sometimes. So we kind of give you a little information on the colors of the car when it's yellow, because it makes you understand what we're talking about in the people's name. But you got Byron Jr. in the 25. He's looking to move up. These guys aren't going to sit here and be happy with first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, or eighth, or whatever. They want to win, because the farther up the food chain you finish, the higher up the front rows you get into, and they're still starting in the back no matter what.
Yeah, that's why, qualifying or finishing in those top 4 spots in the heat races is so important.
Got some beautiful paint jobs out there, man. This sim iRacing is just, these painters out here like Works Graphics. It's unbelievable how these cars look so different than they did 3 months ago. They're looking so much better.
Yeah, I actually finished that number 57. That one's still wet there on Mason Milliere up front. Just finished that one last night, and he's out rolling it tonight. So sitting on the pole position here in the B main. Let's see if he can put it in the big show. But he's got a lot of guys that think otherwise. So this is going to be interesting.
Here they come out of 4. Mier's going to bring him down single file. Mier jumps on it. It was all on him. He gets a nice jump on Byro. Byron Jr. in the third spot. Rupert in the fourth. Now let's see where Byron's going on the bottom. Bottom's working the bottom now on 2, right next to Rupert. Rupert in 3. They're both evens down the straightaway. Rupert hits the wall. That's going to let Byron slip underneath him, take the third spot. Rupert in the fourth. Kropolowski in the fifth. And then you followed by Hobson, Stewart, and Tupper.
And there you go. You'll see Byron Jr. working on Mier right now as they go down the back straightaway for that second position. Mier hoping to hold him off. Byron getting into the back of him just a little bit, carried too much momentum as they went into that corner. Now he's trying to get back a hold of it. Actually loses a position there, dropping himself back into that 4th position.
But did you see what we had talked about before this race coming out of turn 4, how slick it's going to be? Byron got into that slick stuff. He was on the throttle kind of hard, and that's what caused his tail to waggle a little bit, or actually a lot, because he lost 4 positions. But he's backed up there again, battling for the lead right now with Mier, I believe.
Second place he's battling, and he's going to take over the lead here. He's working on Alex Rupert, who is your leader.
Oh, Mier has hit the inside wall. He cut down on the
no.
5th place car. That was Newman. That caused a crash. They're going to stay green. They're not going to throw the yellow. It's going to stay green right now. But right now it's Byron now in the lead, followed by Rupert. Byron working on the bottom side, trying to come up. Rupert's following close behind. Tupper in the 3rd spot. 4th spot is Nathan. 5th is Newman.
Yeah, this was a tough break for a few cars there. Looked like Biro, who was running up towards the front, that 5th place car was involved in that. But that was 2 of your front runners. It was just a tough break, and those walls jump out, I'm telling you. Now, as you can see the action there on the track, Byron Jr., and it is going to be over. Didn't have enough for Rupert, so he will be starting way back in the field. With the win, Alex Rupert, William Byron Jr. in second, Eric Tupper third, and Nathan Kropasutsky in fourth.
Krapahuski. That's a nice name. That's a hard one. Hey, you got 148. So what these drivers are doing, race fans, right now the cars are getting out on the track. They probably put new tires on. They probably pushed a button to clean something up. They worked on their setup a little bit. They know this track is drying out. They have about 1 minute and 30 seconds left to practice. Everybody's getting out there right now. Byron and a bunch of other guys right now. I see them in the pits right now. They're changing a tire. It's only going to take them a second to push that button. They want some new rubber because they know this track is slicking it up. You can see the moisture on the bottom, but it's only down the straightaway because the rest of this track looks like it's slicking it up. The bottom's still there, but the track is slicking up coming off of 2 and off of 4.
It is such a tough line to run down there on the inside. I mean, you really have to be on your A game. Usually it's when you're out running up against that high side wall. As you can see right there, I don't know if you caught it or not, but you know, Byron Jr. just caught it into the tires trying to run that low line. It's definitely hard. It is the fast line around the track, but you have to be on your A game, and even professional drivers have a tough time here from time to time. So
that's not
going to be a great race night.
It's not the first time that Byron had hit the guardrail. He's hit it a couple times. Right now we're in the cockpit with the famous Tyler Shells, won 2 main events. Listen to that throttle control, guys. If all you race fans are looking at the track, you'll see that slick area. Looks glossy black. That you don't want to be in. That's where it's slick. So look at Shell. Look at the cars that are crashed already in practice. That's the 6th car that's practicing 2 laps. So that shows you how slick it is. 14-second. Look at Tyler Shell. Look at easy throttle. Rolls it on. That's impressive, guys. That's throttle control from one of the world's best.
Sometimes slow is fast. Sometimes slow is slow. I know that for a fact, but sometimes slow can be fast. Working that throttle, coming off the gas, and not burning the tires off the car. You have to keep the power going to the ground. If it's just being spun away as your tires are burning out, it does you no good.
Yeah,
so.
You don't want to be the jackrabbit all the time, right, Dave?
Exactly. Well, I don't know. They call me Mr. Jackrabbit.
Yeah, I bet they do. All right, we're getting to the A main final, 40 laps of nothing but excitement here at Williams Grove in the Jessup Logistics 410 series, race number 4 of a 10-race series. We're going to get right now, and go ahead, Dave. I'm going to let you call the whole 12 rows.
Great. Row number 1 on the inside is going to be the number 8 of Daniel Ziegers and the number 46 of Justin Stolz outside row number 1. Row number 2 on the inside is going to be the number 79 of Billy Rowley. On the outside, the number 85, Mr. Tyler Shell. Row number 3 is going to be 2 of Zarfos and the number 1 of Randy Hannigan. Row number 4 is going to be the number 24 of Richie Preston. Outside row number 4 is going to be the number 41 of Logan Rumsey. Row number 5 is going to be the number 82 of Dustin Griffiths. On the outside, row number 5 is going to be Billy Brickley in the 00. Row number 6 is going to be the 06 of Rylan Gray and the number 32 of Bryce Lucius. Row number 7, the number 90 of Trevor Royer, and the number 10 of Skylar Brown.
In the 15th spot, number 31, Mark Jessup. In the 16th spot, row number 8, Tyler Street. In the 9th row, Ryan Stanfield, number 17th, 101. Jake Greenwood in the 18th spot, number 43. In the 10th row, inside, Michael Sheraton, number 15. Outside of row number 10 in the 20th spot, Aiden Beerline. In the 11th row, inside, number 14th, Alex Rupert. In the 22, coming to the Fast Cat, William Bryman Jr., number 25. Row number 12, in the 23rd, 115, Eric Tupper. And in the 24, Nathan Kropanowski in the 420. That is it. That's your lineup.
Struggle with that name, don't you? Kropanowski.
I'll get it all right. I'll write it all down. These guys that I never hear or see the first time, they're just going to have to deal with me.
Absolutely. I tell you what, this is going to be a barn burner here, and this is going to be a class put on right now by some of the top drivers here in iRacing and IRL. So here we go. We're getting ready to go green flag racing with Daniel Ziegers on the inside. Green flag is out. Looks like a clean start as I'm watching back through the field. Boy, we're going to give them just a second here to figure out where they want to be before we start calling this action.
Wow, look at how many cars. Shell just got pushed off the inside, up the middle. He's actually getting a right front wheel to the left. Shell gave number 41 a left wheel, but unintentionally because these guys are bouncing off each other. The Logan Rumsey. The green flag stays out. Ziegler's now in the lead right there. Stoles, Rowley, Shell, Sarfos, Hannigan, the top 6 all right there coming off turn 4.
Any one of these drivers have a chance to win right now. They're getting together as they go into 2. Stoles came down into Rowley just a little bit. No harm, no foul. They are all still rolling, and they are battling. Number 5 right there, getting ready to throw his name in the hat. Oh man, you can't even. This is so hard to call. Tyler Shell working his way up in the green, black, and white, sitting in that 6th position right now, working on the 5th spot. There's 5 cars all within about a car length of each other.
Well, you had Shell.
Look at that as they go down the back straightaway. That's crazy.
You had Shell starting a 4 spot. He got tagged a little bit. He bounced off another car from getting tagged. He's in a 4 spot. A yellow flag's going to come out.
Caution flag is out. Yes.
Yep. He backed up all the way to 6th or 7th. Now he's back up to the 4 spot. I believe Randy Hannigan might be an early leader. It's all unofficial until the pace truck gets out there, because sometimes guys are going around getting lapped and getting all that stuff, and it makes a difference on the lap timing system. So right now you got Hannigan behind the pace truck. So it looks like it's Hannigan, Seeger, Sarfos, Shell, Stoles, and Rowley in the top 6 spot. And it's like 6 laps down of 34 laps to go of a 40-lap A-main feature with the Jessup Logistics 410. We'd like to thank our sponsors again: Design Metal Art, Jessup Logistics, Sofa King Fast Sim Sports, Pushin' the Cushion Productions, Speed World Hobbies, Work Graphics. Those are our sponsors for the UDSS 410 Jessup Logistics Series.
I tell you what, I was just flashing back. It looks like William Byron Jr., he got caught up in an early incident as they took the green flag. It came over the race chatter. I heard that. It looked like he's actually going to make a pit stop here. Not sure if he's done for the night or if he's going to just try and get his car tuned up here. They're going 1 to green, so hopefully he can get it back out.
Well, he's still in the pits right now, the 25, so he probably had more than just damage. He might have been towed in, and if he got towed in, it's definitely going to cost him the race for tonight here at Williams Grove.
Okay, so he is trying to... Oh, man, he looks like he got stuck for possibly speeding on pit road there. So he's having to serve a penalty right now. Caught a black flag.
Is he going to get his lap back, or is he going to go down a lap? Because we're going racing.
Well, he definitely should be able to go get his laps back as long as he gets them back before lap number 20. So we'll have to keep an eye on that and see what he can do here. He looks like he's getting ready to pull out of the pits.
Well, we're
Hannigan
going green.
taking over that lead. Seegers in that 2nd position. Zarfos in 3rd, but I don't know that it's going to stay that way very long, because here comes Tyler Shell in that number 85. That monster is on a mission right there. His car is always hungry for trophies, it seems like. Podium finishes for sure. Tyler Shell working that inside line. Hannigan getting it done so far. Shell moves up into the 2nd position. I think Hannigan can feel him breathing down his neck now. He is trying to get checked out as quickly as possible, and they are reeling him in.
Well, Shell's working the bottom. Hannigan was at top for a while. Now Hannigan's going to go through the top. Shell's going to work the bottom. Shell will probably stay on the bottom the rest of the race. He usually works the top. Hannigan's probably going to work the bottom back here coming in through 1 and 2. Yep, he does. 3 and 4, he's working the high side. I think his tail's going to waggle coming off 4. He's got to be careful. Yellow flag's coming out.
Yeah, so, looks like Rowley might have gotten into somebody. It might have been Zarfos. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, tough break for Rowley. Looks like he dropped a position there. So sounds like they're getting ready to wave William Byron Jr. They're going to wave him around, try and get him one of his laps back, maybe even 2.
Well, hold on, Dave. I'm going to see if I can talk to Jake Greenwood real quick.
Sounds good.
Hey, Jake, this is Billy up in the tower. I hate to take anything away from you, but I know it's yellow flag. You might have a time. Do you have time to talk for a minute?
Absolutely.
Hey, how's the track doing? Is it starting to slick up pretty bad coming off the corners, 2 and 4?
Oh yeah, it's getting there as usual, and hey, at least I'm ready for it, and I've been getting pretty lucky so far, and so if I can finish here, man, I'll be thrilled as can be.
Well, I think you're doing a fine job. The cars in front of you look like they're all staying on the bottom. You know, it looks like you're working here up top on the bottom, but I think the cars in front of you are safe out of some of the melee that can cost you a couple more spots. So I think the cars in front of you are going to help you out a lot because they're going to stay single file and you're not going to worry about it. So good luck. I'm not going to ask for your strategy. Someone might be listening, but thanks for talking. I just wanted to hit you up real quick and see how you're doing.
Hell of a job, Jake.
Hey,
Keep
thanks.
it up, buddy.
I'm gonna. I definitely got my work cut out for me here.
All right.
Thank you
On the
guys.
podium, bud.
Good luck.
All right, so that's Jake Greenwood, resident UDSS. He's been here since the inception, since it got going from day one. I'm glad to see he's having a great night tonight. He's racing with some of the top names here tonight, so it's awesome to see that he's competitive. You know, sometimes you need that boost to know that you've got it to run with the fast guys.
Yeah, you know, you can hear it in his voice how happy he was. He said, if I could finish right here, I'm happy. So he's content, but I
Yeah.
know he wants more than that. But, you know, he knows that the 5 guys in front of him are hot dogs, and they're fast cats. So he's content, but he's not done. He's far from being done. Trust me.
He may be content, but he's also competitive.
Exactly. There's a difference
And,
there.
He's not going to roll over and just protect his spot. He's going to go for that win. And you know, he's got some great guys behind him that are going to be challenging him here, coming as we get ready to go on to this restart here. Shell looking on the inside, can't get anything done there, but the top 2 spots were able to pull out.
Here comes Hannigan and Shell. Shell's working on the bottom. Hannigan gets a little bit loose, almost clips the back of Shell. Going down the back straightaway, going in 3. Shell's going to stay on the bottom. Hannigan's going to stay on top. Usually Hannigan will probably work the bottom 1 and 2. Shell's working the bottom, going down the straightaway. Got the moisture, got a little bit of forward bite. Hannigan back on top. Shell on the bottom. That's for the first and second position battling out. Shell's going to win that battle off the bottom, but Hannigan's not giving up. Here they come back on the inside, going in 3-4.
Shell standing on those brakes and turning that car on a dime. Watch him as he enters this corner here. He's going to come up high, chops it low. He's almost running a straight line. So Shell protecting that bottom line, making sure that Hannigan can't get the run down there. That's the preferred line right now.
Well, that's the way that
Hannigan
Shell was
trying to
practicing.
go around the outside. Yep.
Shell was practicing in hot laps, got a little traffic. Shell staying on the bottom, gave him a little bit of right wheel, told Hannigan, get back on the top where you belong, because I'm staying on the bottom and you're not taking this away. So Shell is really working. Yellow flag is going to come out. It just did. Yellow flag's coming out, and it looks like it could give Shell in the top spot. I'm not sure. He crossed the line. The running order is going to look like it's going to be Shell. Yep.
Yes, Shell was able to do that, pull it off. So we are 19 laps in, almost halfway home, and look at the number 43 of Mr. Jake Greenwood.
Yep. Jake
Sitting in
Greenwood.
that 3rd position. 4th is going to be Trevor Royer. 5th is going to be Jeremy Zarfos. Dustin Griffith's sitting just outside as well. He's got Mark Jessup in tow, so Billy Brickley struggling slightly tonight. Not sure if he just missed the setup or what, because we know he has the skills to pay the bills, but tonight he might be coming up a little bit short.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's a little short on the 11th spot right now, but honestly, he ain't done. He's gonna get up there in the.
No.
He's gonna move up another 4 or 5 spots, and then after that, we'll see if the yellow comes out if it helps him. This guy uses strategy. He knows how to push the envelope, but he knows not to push so far. So he's just biding some time. He's counting on another 2 more yellows probably. But right now you got Shell, Hannigan, Greenwood in the top 3, Royer in the 4th, Zarfos in the 5th, Ziegers in the 6th, Griffiths in the 7th, Stoles in 8th, Jessup, Mark Jessup starting to move up, Rylan Gray, I think Brickley is 11th, William Byron's back up in the 16th spot, and he went all the way back in the pit, so he's back on the leader lap.
Man on a mission right there, William Byron Jr. So we'll have to keep an eye on him and see where he finishes up, because he was back on lap number 2. He was in that 23rd position, so He is on a mission to make his way up towards the front. We'll have to see how he can do it.
Well, Hannigan has given Tyler Shell a little run for his money. The pace truck's going to come off here shortly. They're going to come down to a green when half a more lap. So Shell's hungry for his third win here with the United Dirt Sim Series Jessup Logistics 410 Elite. Hannigan's not given up. They've been side by side the entire race. Greenwood's moving up the food chain in that third. He's got to be tickled pink right now. And then you got Royer in the fourth and Sarvos in the fifth. Here they come to the start. Pace truck. It's Shell's going to fire at any time he wants. He's a master at this. Let's see if Randy Hannigan can stay up with him.
Greenwood getting a pretty good restart as well, sitting in that third position. Hannigan and Shell were able to pull out on him, but Greenwood running that midline, it looks like. So let's see how that works out for him.
Shell
He's
staying
trying
on the
to go,
bottom.
but they aren't.
Oh, Shell goes on top and gives a right wheel to Hannigan. I don't think Hannigan realized that Shell was going to come up. Shell's been staying on the bottom. It's still going to stay green. I don't know where Hannigan going to the fourth spot. So Hannigan's holding on to that fourth. He's not going to be done. His car's not damaged at all. But he's coming on the outside of Royer right now and Greenwood to try to take that second spot back and see if he has something for Shell.
So Greenwood and Royer battling as they go down the front straightaway. It's going to be a three-car battle. Hannigan trying to pull up next to him. Can't get it done on the front straightaway. Greenwood still hovering around that second to third position.
He just lost it now to Hannigan. Hannigan side by side. Greenwood on the bottom. Hannigan up top. Royer up on top. Greenwood's taking over that second spot, and he lost it coming off the corner. Now Hannigan's up on top. He's staying against that wall. That wall is thinning out. I tell you what, you're going to see some banging here in the next couple laps. It's thinning out. They're going to be right wheel on the wall. And look at Hannigan and Greenwood battle it out and touch again.
No harm, no foul. Both cars keep on rolling. Greenwood running that low line. He is for that loud pedal trying to stay in front of Randy Hannigan.
Well, Tyler Shell's walking now. He's just walking away right now while these guys are battling it out. Hannigan now in that second.
This is exactly what Tyler Shell was looking for. Was all of these drivers to start battling for positions so he could be Mr. Smooth and just run his line, hit his marks, and start pulling away.
Well, Billy Bickley backed up to the 17th spot, but guess who's on a roll right now with 14 laps to go? It's William Byron, number 25. Byron in the 12th spot, started 24th again, and here he comes now. He's working on the number 15 of Michael Sheridan for the 12th spot. Byron in the 13th. Stanfield right in front of him. There's the battle for 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, and 14th.
Well, he is definitely making a move as he's working his way up through the field. Definitely one to watch there is William Byron Jr.
And here comes Royer. Royer's all over him, touches the wall, does a wheel stand, doesn't hurt his car a little bit. Shell on top, Royer on top, Hannigan on top. Greenwood's probably on the bottom. Yep, he's on the bottom. I just caught a flash of him. Single file, 2 or 3 car lengths separate the top 3 in each position. Greenwood that 4th, Sarfos in the 5th. Oh, I just saw for a minute Royer's working the outside, Shell on the inside. Not the fastest line on the bottom, but Shell feels comfortable, and he's going now working on the top side, but he'll still work the bottom on the next corner. He likes that 3 and 4, staying on the bottom. Let's see if it's true, because coming out of 4 is horrendously slippery. Shell's on top, and here comes Royer, nose to tail.
Top 2 getting together.
Shell drops to the bottom, going. Yep, where the moisture's at. Yellow flag's coming out.
So exactly what Tyler Shell in the green and black, number 85, did not want to see. He was hoping that it was going to go green flag for the rest of the distance.
Unbelievable. Tyler Shell,
absolutely.
Royer, Hannigan.
Tyler Shell beast up front right now. Trevor Royer in second, Hannigan third. Jake Greenwood back to 4th. He's still super excited. He would love to get a top 5 here with the names that are in here tonight. Jeremy Zarfos is sitting in that 5th position. Dustin Griffith's moving up in the number 82. Justin Stoll's right behind him. Mark Jessup. Man, these guys just keep on going. A lot of top talent here tonight. Getting them re-racked and restacked. What do you think, Billy?
I don't know.
Do you have
9
any
laps to go.
laps?
They're going to come down to probably 7 laps green. It's going to probably drop 1 or 2 laps here. They're probably going to get 7 green flag laps. I think Tyler Shell is going to do what's best for Tyler Shell because he can run the bottom, he can run the top. He's staying on the bottom. He feels good there. It's not, I think, sometimes the fastest, even though he's been staying down there in the lead. But you notice sometimes these guys come off too, and they actually get side by side with him. But I think Shell's going to run the top side for maybe some blocking purposes until maybe he gets some room. Then he'll drop to the bottom because it's getting that top wall is thinning out. There's only about 12 inches from the cushion and the wall, and I think it can cost you this race if you get up on that wall because everybody, the top 4, top 5 cars, top 6, are all running pretty much nose to tail. Tyler Shell had a big lead, but Royer ran him down. Hannigan in that 3rd spot. That's going to help Hannigan because Hannigan has been fast, and now he's made up no ground under yellows. It's all nose to tail now, so he doesn't have to worry about making up 2 or 3 or 4 car lengths now. He's right on the back bumper of Royer, and Shell's going to have to pull this off with a really good jump start and see if he drops to the bottom where the moisture's at.
Watch this start from one of the best in the business. Here we go. Tyler Shell's going to bring him down to green, all the way down onto the inside lane, and he's on it.
Gets a
And
good
here we
jump.
go. So Shell in the green and black out front right now.
Watch Shell
Royer
now
trying
working
to
the
chase
bottom.
him back down.
He's going to stay on top. Let's see if he comes down because 4 is loose. Yep, there he goes, coming to the bottom. 4 is really loose coming up on top, but not for Royer. Royer's got his car worked up, but Shell wants to stay in that moisture. He feels comfortable. He's starting to pull out about a 6-car length lead now. That's going to help him a lot. He's going to go back down into 3 and 4. He's going to probably drop to the bottom coming off the turn, and Royer's going to have to work on that top. Royer sucks Shell up in 3 and 4, coming off the corner. Still Shell on the bottom, Royer on top, Hannigan in that 3rd spot with Greenwood in the 4th.
Zarfos battling with Greenwood right now, trying to take over that 4th position. Jeremy Zarfos in the black and red number 5, 43 black and red. That's Jake Greenwood, and they're battling for that 4th position as it stands right now. Justin Stoll's having a rough night tonight. Sounds like he accidentally got into somebody else, so hopefully he can get straightened out there.
Well, he's all by himself right now.
Battle for the 2nd position still heating up between Trevor Royer and Randy Hannigan. They both have their sights set on Shell, who's starting to pull away as we get down to the very end of this one.
3 laps to go. Shell's got a comfortable lead. He's up on top. He's going to work on top, coming into 3 and 4, then go back to the bottom. He's got a comfortable lead. Hannigan and Royer, not really pulling up on Shell. There's Shell back in the moisture. Royer up on top. Hannigan on top. Hannigan's going to make up some ground. He's pretty strong up on top. He's been getting that wall, and he's been up. See, he just threw his right rear into the wall. He clipped it. That slowed him down. That let Royer take another car length lead on Hannigan. But right now in the 4th is Zarfos and Greenwood. Zarfos got about a 6-car length lead on Greenwood. Greenwood's got somebody behind him. Dustin Griffiths now. Griffiths is all over Greenwood for that 5th and 6th spot. Griffiths on the inside, Greenwood on the outside. Final lap. Here we go. Tyler Shell out in the lead in the green and black car. Nobody's going to actually give him any pressure. He's going to stay up top. He's going to drop down coming off the bottom in 4, and he's coming down to the checkered flag in the win.
Greenwood trying to take back over that 5th position. He looks like he's going to get it from Griffiths. So your winner, Tyler Shell, 2nd place. Trevor Royer, 3rd, Randy Hannigan, 4th, Jeremy Zarfos, 5th, Jake Greenwood in the number 43. 6th is Dustin Griffiths, 7th, Justin Stolz, 8th, Rylan Gray, 9th, William Byron Jr. in that number 25.
Looks like Zarfos got Greenwood for that 4th spot, and Greenwood ended up taking 5th.
Yeah. Yes, the battle right there as they were coming down to the checker flag was actually Griffiths battling with Greenwood for the 5th position, and Greenwood was able to hold him off. So that is awesome. We are going to get some driver interviews going here in just a minute. All right, so we are waiting to see if we can get these guys for the post-race interviews for the top 3.
Well, Dave, what a race tonight. I mean, come on. I mean, 58 entries, 59. That's a total of an average of probably like 54, 55 cars in 4 races, an average per race. That's not a very bad average to have, with some of the top drivers in the country coming over here to the Jessup Logistics 410 Elite with United Dirt Sim Series. What a great racing. We saw some excitement. We saw people come from the back. I mean, I think William Byron ended up taking ninth. That's not bad for starting, I think, 22nd, I would say. Uh, so that was a very good showing for him. You had Rowley, you had him finishing in the 10th spot, Jessup in 11th. The Buckshot fell back a little bit. I don't know exactly where he ended up finishing. Not a good day for him. He could have had some problems with the setup, just wasn't on target today. But what a battle with Royer and Shell and Hannigan and Zarfos, Greenwood, and Griffiths, the top 6 cars. But the real battle was with Royer and Shell and Hannigan. Really was the battle throughout the race. Do you agree, Dave?
Oh man, I mean, you couldn't really ask for anything more. I mean, the level of talent that showed up tonight, I mean, it could have been one of any of the top, 10, 12 cars. All had a shot at the win tonight. And I mean, there's big names that are finishing lower. You know, it it it's crazy, like the amount of talent that we had show up tonight, and they all want the competition. They're all looking for a good, clean, solid race, and we're trying to give them the best show that we can here at UDSS. And I think it's paying off so far. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I think it's been a great showing, and I think people are happy. You're always going to have some bad situations, and people get upset, but I don't blame them. It's sim racing. We're all competitors, but they really can't take it out on leagues. It's all individuals. The way they drive, the way they act, the way they present themselves. You could be a hard charger and race clean, and you could be a hard charger with a big ego and crash people. And the last thing you want is these guys are all friends, but again, they're competitors, and when the helmets go on, then the friendship goes out the window. But you must drive clean. If you don't drive clean and you get a bad reputation, you can't blame a league for that. You got to blame the individual driver for all that. So let's see, before we go any farther, we can always talk more afterwards. Let's bring in Randy Hannigan, which is Mason Hannigan, into the broadcasting area.
Coming
Hey,
in third place, Randy Hannigan. Go ahead, Billy.
hey, this is Billy and Dave up in the tower. How you doing? Is this Mason or is this Randy?
It's Mason.
Hey, Mason. Just a quick question. Randy, your father then?
Yeah.
Awesome, awesome, man. I know your dad. I've been around it for a long time in the San Jose area, and now I'm in Sacramento. But congratulations on your third place finish. I for sure thought you were giving a battle to a strong victory, but your third spot was nothing to throw out the window because you were actually in the top 3 spots throughout the entire race and led a good share of it. I know Shell gave you a right wheel on accident up in the cushion. He was staying on the bottom. I don't think you expected him to come on top, but you came back. Did you think that right wheel was a little too aggressive, or do you think he just didn't see you?
I really didn't think he saw me. I knew he's run the bottom most of the race, and he passed me, and I didn't really expect him to come to the top. So, it's all right. And I kept third, and once I got past, I was just trying to see if I could get back into the rhythm I was. And right before that last caution, me and Trevor were, we were kind of gaining on him and catching him. I think we would have had him if that caution would have came out, but it was a good run overall for me, Trevor, and Tyler. But that was a pretty good race.
Oh, I think it was a great race. You stayed on top. I was watching Tyler practice, and then I was watching you on top, and that thin cushion was getting. You actually clipped it with your right rear, I think once or twice, but you did fall back the 4th spot on that incident with the right rear with Tyler Shell, which was totally. I thought it was a racing deal because, like I told the streamers and the race fans, that I said I didn't think Randy realized that he was going to come to top because he never came to the top until that. Because I think he was really actually worried about you because you were running so strong, and you did have a winning car. Trust me, Tyler won the race, but you proved that you had a winning car because you were on his bumper and you made up a lot of ground in 1 and 2 on him. You had the momentum coming off, but how'd your car work tonight? Did you feel that you were happy with the setup that you put on it?
Oh yeah, I was quite surprised after warm-ups. I really haven't messed with it too much other than tonight, and I figured it'd be a good time to try it out, and kind of tried it out in the practice, and it was pretty good. So I just kind of kept it for the feature, and once the bottom kind of faded away from me, I just went to the top. But I kind of ran the top the whole race, but the
Yeah,
top was good all night. So I figured
Yeah, you went to the top all night again. I was waiting for you to perk down to the bottom, but Tyler would come off. He would come off. He would come off four and come down low where the moisture's at. But he got up there a couple times and his car waggled, his tail waggled a lot, and yours stayed pretty stable. I guess it was a setup you had, so you were happy with that. But you're happy for third. I know you wanted to win it. Did you have your wing pulled back a lot for some of these live streamers that are watching, just for some advice? I mean, did you have it pulled back, or you were in the middle, or were you playing with it throughout the race?
Really, I had it on six, so about halfway, and I had a little bit to work back with it, but it felt good all night, and I probably could have moved it back. I had a fear of going into the corner and it just pushing, so I just kind of left it like that. And running down the straightaways like that, it's not easy, and normally you can do it in real life, but on iRacing it's a little bit difficult. And so we kind of duck down to the bottom down the straightaways and then come back up to the top.
Yeah, because that's definitely where the moisture at. I raced there last week and on the 410s, and I'll tell you what, coming off four was ugly. So I kind of stayed on the bottom, and I think Tyler realized that it was a safe place to race also, and he stayed down there. It wasn't the fast. It was fast, but you were able to pull a little ground and go side by side with them. But your car was really working on top, and we'd like to thank you for coming. I hope you and the family is all doing well. Is there anybody that you'd like to thank in some of your sponsors before you leave?
Yep. Oh yeah. Black Diamond Motorsports. Having you guys broadcast is pretty cool. Sharp Advantage, Brown Miller Racing Solution, Kenny Components, Tim Sims, all the boys back at Black Diamond.
Well, we'd like to thank you for coming out, and we just lost you for some reason. Are you still there?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for coming out. Congratulations on your third place. Uh, you had a good car, and it was definitely the top three cars all night. Have safe travels. Have the family be safe, and hope to see you out on the track, on the real race track, and hope to still see you come back here with United Dirt Sim Series for the Jessup Logistics 410 Elites.
Yep, for sure. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, Dave, that was Mason Hannigan, the son of Randy Hannigan, the superstar of sprint car racing. We're going to bring in Royer, Trevor, and let you take it over, and Tyler, take over Tyler also. I'll be back here in a few minutes.
Mr. Royer taking home the second position tonight. How are you doing? That one was a crazy one, wasn't it?
I'm good. Yeah, it was wild there.
I mean, watching you guys mix it up and seeing the talent that all showed up tonight, I was like, wow. Any of the top 10, there was some big names. There was quite a few people that could have been on the podium tonight, and you snagged it, man. You were all over it, battling for the for the win most of the A main. How was the track conditions?
Yeah, I was trying to get Tyler there. He was just a little faster than me. The track was slick, man. First like half of the race, I probably ran the bottom, and once it really wasn't showing much for me, I went up top, and sure enough, I'm sitting like third. Mason and Tyler get into it, and I get by Mason, and forget who the other person was, and then I was just chasing Tyler from the rest of the race. And if that caution wouldn't have came out, I think I would have had him, but he found something there right before the caution that helped him pull away from me there at the end.
Well, I tell you, you guys were all over the track looking for any moisture, and it seemed like you had one hell of a rocket ship, and a few more laps, you might have been able to give him something to look like you were getting a run.
Yeah, I was searching for it. I think he was running a little bit better line in 3 and 4 than me. He was like diamonding off the corner and grabbing the tacky coming out of 4, and I was just running the top all the way around, just hoping I could keep my momentum up, and I just couldn't get him.
Oh, are you there?
Yeah, you got me?
Oh yeah, it just broke out just there on the last part that you were saying. But will we be seeing you in any future events here with United Dirt Sim Series?
Oh yeah, you should. I just found out about you guys like last week, so you'll probably see me around more.
Well, that's fantastic. Who helps get you out here each and every week and brings you to us?
First, I'd like to thank my team, Black Diamond Motorsports. Drew Neal with 19 Designs with my paint job. Ultimate Dirt TV. You guys for broadcasting the show, pushing the cushion. Um, Congrats to Tyler on the win, and Mason on third.
Man, I tell you, it was so awesome watching you guys race. Once again, we were so thankful to see you guys all show up and bring in the talent pool that we had. So hopefully we will see you again soon. And thank you very much, man. Congrats on your second place finish.
Yep, thanks, and thanks for having me.
All right, take care. We'll see you soon.
All right, bye.
With the win, Mr. Tyler Shell. How are you?
I'm doing good, Dave. How are you?
Man, I tell you what, you're getting we might have to put a little weight restriction on you or something, make you eat a couple cheeseburgers before you sit down in the seat. This is crazy. You are working your way up through everybody.
Yeah, I'll take some cheeseburgers if you're willing to give me them.
I tell you what, man, watching all the names show up in the talent pool tonight for the driver list, it was crazy. And you had your work cut out for you, but you had one hell of a rocket ship tonight, huh?
Yeah, it was good. I qualified all right. I like fourth, but I think I could have got a little faster, but I hit the wall on my second lap, which gave me the money lap. But still qualified fourth, so then invert hat, whatever. It screwed me a little bit, but I got to the lead quick, and then I got hit from behind and got a little pissed and drove about half a straightaway in 4 laps to get the lead in the heat. And then the feature kind of got bounced around at the beginning. And at the end, just slowed at the bottom. And then I realized the top came in and I ran that. Didn't feel so hot. So then I was trying different things I could run. And I found out a slider 1 and 2, cut 3 and 4 was fastest for me. And I got the win.
Yeah, that was definitely. It looked like you were running one heck of a slider line, almost like you were standing on the brakes sometimes when you're coming into the corners to really pitch that car. And man, you got it done tonight.
Yeah,
It
this
was
is
awesome watching. But every time the caution flag came out, I was like, oh, that is exactly what he doesn't want, because you were starting to spread it out every time they were battling back behind you.
yeah. I didn't want to caution, but is what it is. Caution's are the game. You just gotta get ice in your veins and not mess up when them cautions come out.
Well, you stayed cool, calm, and collected tonight, that's for sure, and it paid off for you. Three in a row now. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Holy cow. Well, we are so glad to have you join us here, Sim Series, and it's going to be interesting as the points go on. You're already moving your way up the list. I think some people are already shaking in their boots. So, Mr. Cool, Calm, and Collected, who would you like to thank tonight? Who helps get you out here?
I'd like to thank everyone that puts us on to begin with, and then you guys are putting an excellent broadcast on. The
Thank you.
blast to go back and watch it. And then Elbows Up Sim Sports and our sponsors: Anderson Speedway, Motorsports Beat, Jessup Logistics, Paint by the Tuna Can, Regret Real Estate, Earthwall Photographs, Catch Fence Apparel, and Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation.
That is awesome, man. Well, Tyler, hopefully we see you next week, and hopefully we're doing another interview. Maybe win number 4. Is the guy unbeatable?
I'm gonna try.
I
We'll
tell
see
you
you
what,
next
there
week,
was
I
a
guess.
bounty put out on Billy Brickley's head in Knoxville. I wonder if the same thing's coming for Tyler Shell now.
Maybe. Never
Uh
know.
oh. Hey, that's good, right?
Yep. That means you're doing good if people are hating, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Haters gonna hate. You
Yep.
just put them in their place.
Yep.
All right, Tyler. Well, hell, you take care tonight, and we were, like I said, we were glad to have you. Can't wait to see what you can do for us next week.
Yep. Now I'll see you next week.
All right, take care.
Thank you, Tyler. Congratulations.
Yep.
See
See
you,
you.
buddy.
One more, Billy. I want to pull Mr. Jake Greenwood coming home in 5th place. I want to pull him in just real quick.
There he is.
Mr. Jake Greenwood, how are you doing? Did you have a heart attack?
Oh, pretty good. About as good as I can be doing right now.
Did you pee in your pants a little bit?
Oh, a little bit.
I
Oh,
would have. I would definitely had needed to change my Depends. That's for sure, because you were battling with some of the big names of iRacing, and you were holding it down and getting it done, man.
Yeah, I felt pretty good. That's the best I've ever felt on the when it gets that slick. Again, trying every week with Darren and the Most Wanted guys, trying to get faster and faster when it comes to that slick stuff. And I think we're getting there. Slowly but surely, we're getting there. We're finding some stuff here and there and everywhere. And holy cow, is it a it's an all week deal, you know? You got to be practicing and trying this all week, and it takes a lot.
Well, it seems like all the practice is paying off. I mean, you were up there running with the super fast guys, showing that you are one of those super fast guys, and that's definitely got to feel good because it definitely probably makes it worthwhile knowing that you can run with these guys, and you've got what it takes to bring it home tonight in the top five. Breakout
Yeah.
run for you. It was amazing. We were glad to see it. I wanted to pull you in here and see if you were still alive and breathing. Just do a wellness check
Oh yeah, I
because
definitely needed that.
for sure. Who would
Hey,
you like to thank? Who helps get you out here to the track each and every
excuse
week?
me for a minute before you go into that. Hey, Jake, this is Billy. How you doing, buddy?
Awesome.
Hey, before we leave, and the streamers that are watching, and when you say you practice all week, um, there's a lot of people here that are new into iRacing that trying to get better. When you practice, do you guys? I know you guys do setups, and that's where all the young new racers really don't have an advantage because they don't know exactly where to set up or how to set up. But what they can do is they can go test. Do you test on a loose track, or do you test on a bitey track, or do you just test on an average track and let it dry out for hours and you do your testing, or is dry slick track testing the best?
You definitely gotta get your laps in on both, but if you're new and just learning, I would definitely start out on a 0% track and just let it work its way out, let it work its course, because that's the best way to do it. That's how what happens here at UDSS. That's how our track progresses, and it just takes laps on all sorts of different track states, man. You got to be fast every time you hit the track, and that's what UDSS is all about. You get points every time you're out there, and you need that experience on any track state there can be. So that's why it takes so much.
Well, that's good. I mean, we always try to give advice to our streamers, even though some are veterans, but most likely most of them are beginners, and we always trying to help them out on, what you fast guys and what you guys that put in the time do, and they'll have to work on their setups because they're not, they don't just get given out. They got to be worked on, and they take many many hours. But congratulations, great job. Go ahead and thank everybody. I had to ask that question for my young kids that are viewing, or even us old guys that are over 60 that want to learn, because we try to get faster and we try to compete, but they don't know where to do. If they don't know anybody that has experience and they don't have anyone to ask, that's always a nice time for us to ask us to give our viewers some help to help them out.
Oh, absolutely. And if anyone is just starting and just getting going on this, it takes a lot of time and just time in the car, no matter what car it is. I mean, I've had this for like 2.5 years now, I think, and I've been doing it quite a bit, and it definitely takes time. So don't get discouraged. For everybody, it takes time. Some faster than others, maybe. I know I didn't catch on all that fast, but once you do, it gets you going.
Good. Congratulations. That's all you new guys that are listening. That's great advice from a veteran driver now that's finishing up in the top with some of the best drivers in the country right now. So go ahead and thank your sponsors, and we'll let you go.
Yeah, absolutely. It's Most Wanted Motorsports, like I said, me and Darren doing everything I can. That's how we get to going. Him and I bouncing everything off each other's heads and seeing what we can do to get faster. And definitely design metal art, works graphics for the awesome looking car, and I think that's about it. And you guys as well for
Thank
doing
you.
what you guys do.
Well, have a great night, Jake. We were so glad to see you bring it home like that, and take care. We will see you soon.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
See you, Jake.
Well, that's going to about do it for us, Billy. We better hurry up and get strapped into our own rides. 5 Silver Series coming at you here in just a few minutes from the Grove as well. Streamers, stay tuned. We do have the double feature tonight. And once again, it'll be me, Dave Ward, signing off for the night. How about you, Billy?
Well, good night, everybody. God bless you all. Stay safe. Do what we're supposed to do. I hope everyone's healthy. Love your loved ones and help your neighbors and friends that you love also. And be safe. And thank all our veterans for everything they do for us and all the ambulance and the nurses and the doctors that are out there helping us and giving up their personal time and giving up a possibility chance of them getting the virus and getting sick and possible dying. So I'd like to thank all you everyone out there, all the ladies and the men and the women and children that's helping out and sending gifts and all that to help others. And God bless you all. Good night. We're out here. Billy Idol, Dave Ward, United Dirt Sim Series, Pushing the Cushion Production, Jessup Logistics 410 Elite. Good night, everyone.
See you later.